Good evening, everyone. Right, here we are. I'm decided to go for a walk into the woods tonight for some strange, unknown reason. No, these are actually really cool woods. I've not really been down here in a long time. It would be better to show you during the day, obviously. But I thought, why not? Let's give it a little go on the evening. It's somewhat of the local woods, I guess. There's a few around my local area. These are coincidentally linked to an old mental hospital, believe it or not. Further on around in certain places, there are actually graves from where the patients are now considered buried, I believe. There's many stories about it. I haven't, it's been that long, I can't really remember them all, but I will do a bit of research and I'll possibly make a little video explaining everything about it all, either after when I get home or in the morning. But it is again, probably should have done this during the daytime, but you never know. Someone who's into their paranormal as well, gravestones all being around in certain places, not just any gravestones, but mental patients, or patients who had what deemed to be mental issues. Obviously we all know from back in the past that the mental issues back then could be all sorts of things, from just being unwanted to actually being mentally deprived of anything and everything. But we are at the first place. Traditionally the old benches used to come around here as a kid, but I wonder if you can read that, then pause it. I don't know if that's actually, it's got a good amount of information, but yeah. Now the tricky question is, which way should I go? Because that's pretty sketchy going that way, and this way is towards all the graves and everything. But we can have a little look. Let's have a little look. It does go uphill. Yeah, we'll go this way. Let's see what's what. First off, I just want to see what this hill is all like up there. Okay, yeah. Actually, if I remember, yeah, fuck it, we'll go this way. But yeah, it's got some history here. There is still a hospital here. The old original one's been knocked down and or turned into housing, as everything usually does nowadays. But if I recall, I've never actually been here. Well, I know I haven't been here on my own at night time, so this could be interesting. It's probably not going to be that much to see. As I said, I will do this during the daytime because it's actually some lovely woods. Nice place to walk around with the family, with your dogs. I believe if I come up here, this is where the old hospital actually is, or was. Again, like I said, has now been turned into flats. That hill's got me buggered. So I've quit smoking. So yeah, this is actually it. It's the field. So those apartments over there, all parts of it. or what it was. But there is a lot of history to it. And if I am correct, I am going towards where the actual graves are. It's just a random bit of wall there. But I'm sure it's all this way. As I said, I haven't been down here in a long time. My knowledge of the area isn't all that great, which I will possibly do another one. Actually, I'll do a bit more research on everything. I'll do it during the daytime, so then you can actually see everything. Because I think it's all actually different. None of these were here, unless they were here, and I just never paid any attention. More than likely the case. But further up here, and to our right, is where I believe they were. The graves are in this area. We'll go down there in a minute. I have a sneaky suspicion. Are they this way? It could be this way. I'll have a little look down. So yeah, that's where it's now put into flats and everything. I don't know if it's all actually the original buildings or they've been knocked down and replaced and rebuilt. Yes, that's definitely the way to them. It's like in this little sort of garden-y compartment bit. I mean, I'm sure they're still going to be there. Can't imagine them being taken anywhere. This is all new though. This all around here. There's like there's a real big house further up there. What on earth is that? I think that's a reflector. I believe they are just down this path on the right side of us. It seems like it's been nice and well kept and actually well maintained and looked after. It wasn't as, like none of this was here, it's just a dirt track. But what's this here? I've probably got a funny feeling. Let's have a look. See what this is. Oh, I tell you what, here we go. Burial ground. This is new. Tell you a bit of Wiltshire County Asylum and Roundway Hospital burial ground. This memorial is dedicated to the 4,100 patients of the Wiltshire County Asylum, lately Roundway Hospital, recorded as being interred in this burial ground. First hospital burial at this site took place on the 4th of January 1852. The last one in 1966. In 1852, the site was consecrated by the Bishop of Salisbury. In addition to patients, it is thought that some staff are also buried here. So as you can see, it says here, Sarah Cutler was admitted suffering from melancholia, but did work in the laundry. She died on 24th of May 1906 and is buried in these grounds. So the burial ground is actually in front of me in these woods. Oh, that's nice. I've never actually seen this. Oh, so this area is actually used as a burial ground for the village. Back in medieval times, during the 12th and 13th century, the site was used again by Roundway Hospital for the burial of staff and patients. Most of the graves are unmarked. I believe they are all in there. But again, now I say that, and I've just come across, I don't know if that's going to be a marking stone or anything, because I can't actually see. Oh no, there is. I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I wonder if I change. There you go. So yeah, maybe there was right here. But being a burial ground from what, 13th, 14th century as well. That's from medieval times. That's pretty impressive, to be fair. I didn't realise it even had that long ago. That much history from that time ago. A lot of birds all flapping around in the trees. But yeah, it's quite. There's a lot of history, even more than what I had even thought, to be fair. Just makes you think, really, doesn't it? Quite a lot. Well, I'm definitely going to have to come through here during the daytime because there's so much to see. I know I keep repeating myself when I'm saying that, but it is something. It's got to be birds. It's got to be birds. It can't be anything else. I'm just spooking myself now, and there is like a route. There's quite a few routes that go around the whole place. But again, I was about to stop myself from saying it because I've probably caught myself saying it multiple times now. But I will do this during the daytime. And I'll do a bit more research because obviously it's better to have a lot more information to let you guys know about it, which would be more interesting. And I must get a gyroscope as well because that's another thing that I noticed during my footage is some people like it. The fact that I bounce up and down through my walk, which funny enough makes me realise, well, has helped me realise too, the fact that I bounce when I walk. What's this? Runway history. The asylum was a completely self-sufficient community and the site was used by the hospital. The area was used for exercise and recreation by hospital staff and residents. Okay. Now I have a problem because not only are my eyes playing tricks on me, I've absolutely blinded myself with this light. So not only am I thinking I'm seeing things, I'm also hearing birds left, right and centre. Flapping away. This seems kind of cool. Yes, that gate closing did just make me jump. This is a lot more different to how it used to be. I can't lie. Apologies for the unstabilised video, but that's also going to change. Hopefully soon. I should get myself a gyro. So that, I don't know if you can see, but there's a part road that goes all the way there and that leads to their house. If I remember correctly told, that there was an old famous person who lived there. I couldn't tell you who. They've got a lovely lake. Oh, these bloody birds. So that must be, all on the right must be the burial grounds. But again, if there's so many years, it must be pretty much everywhere's a burial ground realistically in this area. It's a nice little stream going down. Okay, we got some reflectives, which looks like cones. Okay. I'm not sure as to why, but thinking about it, the route that I want to take may even be flooded. The amount of rainfall that we've had. But it's always good to have a little look, isn't it? Oh no, so this is actually the path to the house. And that was also the path. It's quite nice, that's all new. I haven't seen that there before. Must have all been redone. Drew's Pond House, Wavett Road. So this road and path will also lead you straight on to the next villages along Potton and so on and so forth. This is actually what I was looking for while we were coming down. So, it's good they've got all of this coming up. That must be the glade then. That's pretty cool that they've done that. I did not know that. I actually thought behind there was where the burial ground was, but obviously, again, it's been so long. I've not been here for so long. Doesn't help that I'm also doing this for the first time in a long time at night time. What a spectacular idea this was, eh? So, not only can you see nothing, but I can see nothing as well, and I can't. But behind there is a really nice lake. Here we go. Now maybe this is the Peace Garden. Okay, this is also new. No fires or barbecues. Women's Peace Walk from Cardiff to Greenham Common. Thank you. Devisers Community 81 to 21. We are the flow, we are the ebb, we are the weavers, we are the web. I love seeing spiders on there as well. I'm not going to go through, but it seems like a nice peaceful garden. Stairs that go up there. We will, tell you what, we will venture through there as and when we come and do this round again, because it'd be nice to actually see everything. Nice for me, nice for you. You'll hopefully enjoy it, because it is such a really nice. Now I'm torn between two, because we can either walk back up here on the left, which just take us back up onto the track that we just were, or do I risk it? What the hell? Is that up there? That must be something up there as well. You can either go back up there, or do I risk it? You know what? I know that's going to be flooded. I just know it is. So I'm not going to risk it. Woodland rot. Nice. Local nature reservoir. That's probably better without that. Oh, I fucking definitely just heard a bloke talk. There is no doubt about that. That was 100% a bloke talking. You know what? They say you don't have instincts, but I clearly trusted mine right there, because that was the way I was about to go. And coincidentally, I'm talking even quieter And I've got fucking flashlight flashing everywhere, so it doesn't really matter how loud or quiet I am. Someone knows I'm here. Whew, these are some challenging. I remember doing this when I was younger. Not a problem. Granted, I'm in all my motorbike gear. That doesn't help. But for some reason, I just had it in my head. And this was before we even read that sign with that patient. Was it Sarah? Well, I just pictured females all the way around. But like, you know, buried and everything, like patients. Not for any particular reason. That's just what I was thinking subconsciously, I guess. I can't deny that did freak me out a little bit. I swear I heard a bloke's voice. It was, you know what, I couldn't even tell you what was said, but it wasn't mumble, it wasn't talking, it wasn't mumbling. It was in between the two, you know. As you can see, we're back here, back to that wall there. But there's a track that goes all the way around. I'm definitely thinking it's flooded, or at least that was my thought, and I felt like I shouldn't have gone that way. Again, call it initiative. No, that's not using your initiative. God, I'm damn out of breath, I'm out of grammar, out of words. But it just didn't feel like I should have went that way. Hence why I came back that's weird, because I just came this way as well. My whole plan was to go that way. You know, when I said at the beginning, well, it's down at the bottom here. I just said, which way do we go? And then I came up instead of taking left. Well, that's where that comes out to, if I'd just gone that way. And that was the actual route that I was going to take. And for some reason, I just decided on going this way. I'm not going to lie, I am hot. Got all my motorbike gear on, so I just left my helmet back at the bike. It's in its box, but I left everything on. And we're coming up to that junction where we could have come through. It would have taken me a lot longer than what it has now coming this way, because it goes all the way up and round. There's lovely streams, but that's probably, and I'm not making up any excuses, I promise, that's probably a lot nicer to go during the daytime. Yeah, there's that sign. But yeah, there are multiple tracks, multiple places where you can go, take all different routes. But again, at night time, for you especially, because all you can see is just where I'm facing my torch. And sometimes when I'm blinding myself and putting this camera on my mug, So obviously, yeah, what we will do is do this in an afternoon. It'll have to be the weekend because obviously, yeah, go to work dark, finish work dark. Thankfully, sun's rising a little bit later, or setting a little bit later. So it's starting to having our longer days back again, which I am thoroughly looking forward to, because as a kid I used to love the winter. I used to love it always being dark. That's just because I was always out and about, messing around. And nowadays, that's not what I want. As soon as it's dark, I want to sit on the sofa, turn the TV on. Well, say TV, turn YouTube on. More than anything, I don't watch TV. Or get the computer on. That pretty much is the end of the tour. Wonderful tour of everything that you've seen. Or not seen, so be the case. But again, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll do a bit more research, come down in the daytime, have a bit more information, be a lot more for you guys to see as well. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a good window. A good video. That's always a good window. Going out to the football club, and this is all new as well. Further up there is a skate park, football club, all sorts of activities that go on now. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll stop waffling, I'll stop the video, get myself back to the bike, and yeah, until next time guys, until next time, good luck in whatever you want to do today. Stay positive. I know it's easier said than done, I know that more than anyone. Just take it in small doses. Alright, anyway, take care guys, goodbye.